Hi everybody. Today I will talk about a rhythm section about styles for Catron SD90. So everybody who wants to watch video on English language, every video that he has beside the title ENG, it means it is on English language. So I am doing those video on English language for my friends who ask me to do video on English language because they don't understand language from my home country. Now, let us talk about Catron styles, what is function, how they work. Catron has a lot of nice and beautiful factory styles, and they are divided. If we go to this window here on upper left corner, they are divided by genre. So they are factory styles. Beside factory styles, we have some user styles as well. So I will go to folk section on my user styles, and I will call one user style. It sounds like this. And complete case start with all instruments. That style has involved tarabuke that we are using in my home country. So I will go to structure of that style and I will disconnect for a moment those tarabuke and I will go just with live kit. Now you can hear how it sounds. So in this drum kits, there are several drum kits. There are some kits from previous models, some from audio models, and there are some new drum kits. One of those new drum kits that is used in SD90 is Live Kit 1, Live Kit 2, Live Kit 3, Rock Kit 4, 3. But you know that in audio we have already Rock Kit 1, Rock Kit 2, Standard Kit 2, and in some older series we have Standard 2 SD. So let us go. So that is a little bit story about kits that we have here that we can use in when we play style. Those all kits are in MIDI format, but beside MIDI format we can use audio, live drums made in studios by our original drum players. So let me go here and put some audio drums instead of those drums that I use in MIDI format. I will go to live modeling, then I will mute this. I will make sure that I'm on global. When I'm on global, it is related to all style. When I am in a single mode, it means I am doing only changes in variation. For example, in this case, variation B. I am on variation B, but I will do changes globally, changes for whole style. I will go here and I will take some style played by a drummer in a studio, some waves. Let me see a rumba. Okay, let me choose this one, rumba 1. Okay, let me listen to that. Okay, that is live drum, but I have to increase volume for that. Again, I'm in global mode. I will increase module for whole style. Variation 1. Now, if I want to get rid of this reverb, I will just take away reverb. Now, we are listening actually to live drums played by somebody in studio. So we can do that. Yes, in Catron, we can do that. We can have live drums. We can have live guitars. We can have bass guitars, samples. So that is something that is making Catron ahead of competition, ahead of Korg, ahead of Genus. You can do something in Genus, in Korg, similar, but not on this level like in Catron. Now, you can listen to live drums or MIDI. MIDI drums. Now, you can mix them. You can take both of them in style, but you can choose whatever you want to choose. So I just wanted to show you one more option about that. I will go back to my rumba with original MIDI files and go to view, and now I have their tarabuka. Now I will get rid of them to show you how I got tarabuka. Now I will go again to live modeling. I will go here, press it, and find my Tarabuka that I have here. And I have here Tarabuka, and I will choose them and play them. I didn't choose them. I have to go back. Let me see why I didn't. Maybe I didn't press to choose them. Let me go back. Tarabuka. Okay, Tarabuka Rumba. This one, Tarabuka Rumba. Let me. Yeah, I have them now. I have them. Volume. I can adjust volume I can have them in one variation or like in one variation, like single, or I can have them globally in whole style, and I can adjust volume. I can adjust volume for one variation or globally. Let me go back to this view. Now, beside of choosing making combination of the drums, I can mix those drums. I can first, if those drums are too quiet, I can boost them. See? If they are MIDI file, I can boost them on this way. If they are live drums, I can boost them on this way, and choosing one of the equalizer setup or something other with effect that I choose some. I can do some DSP changes, and then I can put everything here, save, and use it for those drums. Beside of that, I can mix those drums. I can mix drum elements, volume. I can mix a reverb. Presently, I cannot change pitch, or I cannot do any kind of balancing to left or right side. But who knows? Ketron is company who is surprising us lately. So maybe in future we will be able to do this. We will see. Now, beside of drums, any change that I want to do, I can do that globally, or I can do that in single part of the style variation. If I do that globally, I will press global, and now mute global, and then I will play that. For example, let me press hold, mute it, mute. Now I can choose guitar, work on guitar, change guitar, use another guitar, and do some changes. Like I can go to chord, I can change type, how it plays, octava, parallel, normal, retrigger. Normal retrigger means if I want to if I'm changing harmony in left hand, it will wait until end of measure. If I go retrigger, it will react right away. So I can chords, as I told you, I can change that part, octava. Let me go. I can do balance of whole style. If I do balance, I can balance that style compared to original factory styles to make it sound louder or softer. So, and if I go to bass, I can get live bass feeling of the performing. Bass to root, it means to the major key, to the key that is that I'm playing that for part. So I can do really a lot of changes here. Beside of those changes here, with every part of the style here, where I can choose instruments, mix them, change behavior of the playing of that style with those functions that I already told you, I can go to edit mode and I can add some parts to that style, or I can erase that part of the style, then I can rewrite whatever I want to write new. I can do some controls, resonance, can change scale, change portamento for that part of the style, pitch range. I can do velocity, change octave and velocity in that part of that style, and by the time I'm changing, I can listen to part of the style or solo that style, listen solo. I can do quantize. I can copy and export any part from any style to any part and to another style. So parameter changes, I can do tempo, separate tempo in part of the style for variation one tempo, for variation two another tempo. I can change time signature. So I can do a lot of changes here. And all those changes I can do by the time I'm actually playing style. So that is something extremely beneficial and possible to do only in Korg, but not possible to do in Genos or Tyros keyboards. So that is strength that is here you can find in SD90, and some of those features you can find in Korg. As well, I can tell you, if we have one drum kit and we want to change parts of the drum kit, we can go to drum set. We can go to, for example, to snare, and then we can choose another snare. Listen. And there is plenty of the electric and acoustic snares for every kit. We can change kit, whole kit here, and then we can change element of the kit. So that is really something extremely good. We can work on DSP changes. We can do some changes here to use compressor, chorus, equalizers. We can make own setting, save that setting, use that in another style, and do a lot of beautiful things with SD90. So SD90, SD9, and SD60, they are very powerful instruments, powerful arranger keyboard with extremely good sounds and a lot of possibility to personalize that sound. Now, soon is coming some new stuff. We will see, and we will talk about those new stuff. So, as I told you on the beginning, Catron is getting involved in those things. They are doing a lot of changes, and it will be a pleasure for all Catron users in a future generation to see some beneficial changes for our actually for us music performers.